the session. يلا يا ابتسام و start reading if you please.
Okay.
Yeah. Hurry up, please, dear.
Social networking have disastrous effects.
Okay.
Honestly, I sometimes really wish that tools such as iPhone or any smartphone, laptops, iPads, tablets, etc., hadn't been invented.
Thank
Sure,
you,
they are
ابتسام.
great,
Thank you, dear.
incredibly useful, and fun
ابتسام.
time killers.
ابتسام. Thank you, dear. يلا يا آلاء. Sure, they're great. آلاء.
Sure, they're
Yeah.
great, incredibly useful, and fun time killers, but the way teenagers abuse them and turn them into mini social control rooms is frankly awful.
Thank you يا آلاء. يلا يا تيا.
At first,
Thank you, آلاء. تيا. Can you hear me, تيا?
Yes.
يلا يا تيا.
Yes. Okay. At first glance, you might think this quote came from a parent or a grandparent lamenting on the disadvantages of social networking and how social media has doomed today's children.
Thank you, يا
But
تيا.
it was wrong.
Thank you. And this word is code, okay? Please pay attention. يلا يا دلع. But it was
but it was written by a Seattle area teen
Seattle.
integrator Seattle area teen integrator as part of an assignment to answer the question, how has online social networking influenced your relationships with the friends and family?
Oh, okay. Thank you, يا دلع. يلا يا ديما.
Okay, the student goes on to write, the teenage way of life has completely changed from what it was only 20 years ago. Now there is a dramatic decrease in face-to-face communication, which reduces our generation's ability to interact with others on a speaking level.
Thank you, يا ديما. يلا يا راما عطوي.
Yes, a couple weeks ago, one of my friends and I got into a flight, and she
No.
told me
Wait. Got into a
fight, and she
fight.
told
Yes.
me
It's not a flight. Yeah, go
yes
ahead. Yes.
all of her feelings as to why she ignored me for 2 weeks, assuming it would have been really hard to say it to my face. She sent me a text message.
Stop.
The negative side was
Rama, thank you. يلا يا رama شمس Go ahead. The negative side.
The negative side was I didn't know if she
Truly.
felt sorry because I didn't hear it uh, from her. The quality of conversation using social media it awful because you cannot senses the
Tense.
emotions or
Awful.
atmosphere.
Wait. Awful
Yeah,
and sense. You cannot sense. Okay? Yeah.
yeah. You cannot sense the emotion or atmosphere
Enthusiasm.
enthusiasm from the other person. It makes you wonder if they actually mean what.
Yes. What? What, يا Rama? If they actually mean what?
بس ضعت الصفحة لحظة.
Okay, don't worry. If they actually mean what? Let me just check it here.
What they
What they say. Very good. طيب يلا يا ريماس, where are you? ريماس, تفضلي. Here we
Social
are.
media conversations
1
today.
minute, please. 1 minute. Yeah. Now go ahead and read paragraph 4.
Social media conversations today are filled with haha, lol, and other exclamations that are meant to represent laughter. This shorthand has become second nature and is often used when the sender is not even smiling, much less laughing in real life.
Thank you يا ريماس.
According
يلا يا عائشة. According to Robin Dumber. عائشة, go
Yes.
ahead.
According to Robin Dumber, and if
Evolutionary
physic psychologist
Bravo.
at Oxford, the actual physical act of laughter and not
Laughter.
the laughter and that not the abstract idea of something being funny is what makes laughing feel so
Good.
good.
Thank you يا عائشة. يلا يا فرح.
Since the inception of social networking, the quality of conversations has dropped. I believe that people are spending so much time online that they don't always understand the feeling, emotion, and/or the character of the person they are talking to. When you talk to someone through a message or even a voice, you can't fully understand them.
Okay. Do you agree يا فرح?
Yes.
Of course. يلا يا ليلى is not here. عفوا ليان is not here. يلا يا ليلى.
emotion and/or character
No, no, no,
of the
no, no,
person.
no. Layla. Paragraph 8, if you please. When I see my friends.
Yeah. When I see my friends on their phones and I am around them, I feel disconnected even though we are only 2 feet apart. Unfortunately, sometimes friends use their phones so much that it's difficult to have an actual conversation with them.
Thank you, Layla. Thank you. يلا يا لين. لين كيلاني. Sometimes.
Yes, teacher. Sometimes a friend can get so socially attached to something such as a blog or gaming console that they lose touch with the friends, creating small gaps and holes in friendships, relationships.
Okay, in close friendships and relationships. يلا يا لين السبق أعين. Thank you
Yes,
يا لين كيلاني.
yes. Being socially active era causes laziness because instead of running to your friends, you can message them. Or instead of walking upstairs to notify the family of dinner, I can blog it. Social networking makes life so convenient that it creates laziness.
Do you agree يا لين?
Yeah.
Of course. برافو. يلا يا ماريا حمود. ماريا. طيب يلا يا نور. Hurry up please because I need to start answering the questions. تفضلي يا نور.
We tell ourselves lies about ourselves and develop some things we're not. We post pictures of us looking perfect and share the good news. We never post picture of ourselves when our dog dies, when someone we love leaves, and when we lose a job. We never share the bad news that always clouds our lives.
Stop.
We all
Noor, do you agree with the author? Do you agree with the writer?
Yes, we share just the perfect.
Yes, we always need to be what? Perfect. Very good. طيب يلا يا هدى شعيب. We all develop
this perfect image of ourselves, and some of us actually try to rely on this imaginative thought we have of ourselves instead of staying true to who we are.
Thank you يا هدى. يلا يا وفاء.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Testing Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail.
Not testing, texting.
Yeah, I say texting.
Okay, go ahead.
Texting, Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail alienate us from our families more than...
Alienate, not alienate, alienate. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alienate us from our families more than we actually think it does. When my family is spending family time together and watching a movie, in reality, my brother and I are on our phones rather than actually watching the movie with our parents.
Okay, thank you يا وفاء. ويلا يا يارا, you will read the last. No, not the last, the one before the last. Go ahead يا يارا. يلا. Yara, can you hear me? Yara. Okay. طيب, back to Ibtisam. Please يلا يا Ibtisam, hurry up very quickly.
Okay, when I have my phone out, It makes me feel like nothing else is going on around me. I use social media as a way to feel popular, important, and also just to fit in. My friends and I always compare ourselves to each other, wondering who has more Facebook friends or Twitter followers.
Thank you
But what
ابتسام. يلا يا آلاء.
But what really ends up happening is I begin to talk less and end up relying on a text for a good conversation. Ever since I got a smartphone, I have been distracted from everything.
اوكي يلا the last one يا صبايا ويلا يا تيا please يلا let's finalize.
Yes, yeah. The disadvantages of social networking and social media will continue to be studied for
decades.
yes,
What's a
decades to
decade?
come.
What's a decade? Sabaya, who knows? What's a decade? You can write your answers in the chat box. Okay, what's a decade? Who knows? Okay, years, yeah. What? It's a period of time, but how many years? 10 years. Okay, 100 ولا 10 يا صبايا. Layan is saying 100. Ala is saying 10. Who's right? So
Isn't
what's
a
a
century 10?
sorry?
Isn't 10 years is a century?
No. 100 years is a century, Sabaya. A decade is 10 years, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. So
I
a
thought you.
decade is a period of time, which means 10 years. A century is a period of time, which means 100 of years, okay? Okay, so who was reading? طيب, Layam, and now you have just joined. Can you please complete reading because you haven't read today? Yalla, in the
Okay.
meantime,
In the meantime, we already know its significant source of concern among privacy advocates, as well as parents who worry about their children's safety. But clearly, the disadvantages of social networking go much deeper than privacy and safety. These high schools students describe some of the serious drawbacks to relationships, the foundation of human development.
so I have a question for you, Layan, before we start actually solving the comprehension question. So the comprehension questions. So in the last paragraph of our lesson, actually the writer is talking about the advantages of social networking and social media, right?
Yes.
Do you think that scientists have stopped studying the disadvantages of social networking and social media? Have
No,
they
I
stopped?
think they're still studying not only the disadvantages, but also the advantages, because we
Okay.
still about it these days.
Bravo! So we are still suffering from the disadvantages of social networking, and we also want to know more about the advantages. So you think that scientists are still studying both the advantages
Yes.
and the disadvantages, right?
Yes.
Okay, طيب. One of the main concerns of scientists today is not only studying the disadvantages of social networking, and they are just studying not because they worry about the privacy and the safety. Okay, what do they really worry about? What do scientists really worry about? Why are they studying social networking?
Because it may make more drawbacks on the foundation of human development.
It may lead to more serious drawbacks to relationships. What's a drawback? Is it something positive or negative?
Problems.
Negative.
Sorry? I could not hear you.
Negative.
Very good. A drawback is something negative. Is it a challenge? Is it a problem? Is it something that's not really good?
No,
Yes.
it's like
Who said
not
yes?
good.
Okay, so these high school students describe some of the serious drawbacks to relationships. So how is social networking, يا ليان الملاح, really affecting us? What is it really affecting?
It's affecting human relationships and
It is affecting human relationships. And what are human relationships?
talking to people, seeing them face to face, make expressions, not just emojis.
Okay, so
having
when our social relationships are affected, what will happen to our foundation? What will happen to our human development?
it will be drawn. It will go backwards, not improve. It will not
It might
improve.
be ruined, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to pay attention, Sabaya, because one of the most serious disadvantages of social networking and social media is what is the negative impact of social media on what, Yalayan?
On human relationships.
On human relationships. If we lose our human relationships, then we will lose what?
The
Our human
foundation.
development.
Bravo. We will
And the
lose our
foundation.
human development. We won't have development anymore. Ya Sabaya, yalla. Prepare your copybooks and let's answer question number 6, I guess. We stopped at question number 6, ya Sabaya?
No,
Or
no,
8?
8.
8, yes. It is the last question. So let's finalize it and let's move to the other questions. Let me ask, yalla ya Dala At-Tahan, where are you?
I'm here.
Yalla ya Dala, please read question number 8. Please, Sabaya, I want to see your questions in the chat box while Dala is answering my question. Go ahead, ya Dala.
Based on your prior knowledge and some
prior. You know what the word
prior.
prior means?
No.
Prior, yani the knowledge that you already have. Prior, yes. Based on your prior knowledge, when I say prior knowledge, yani the knowledge that you already have about this topic. It's not the knowledge that you learned or that you have learned from this text. It is the information, the knowledge that you already have about this topic. Okay, Adala?
Okay.
Okay, reread it please. Yalla,
Based on your prior knowledge and some of the information provided in the text, think about 2 dire effects of using social networking other than what is mentioned in the text.
طيب, Dala, did the writer mention a lot of negative effects and impacts of social networking in the text?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me 2 of these effects, please? Bravo, ya Sabaya, those who are writing in the chat box. Dala, can you give me 2 of the effects mentioned in the text?
Yes. It disrupt our communication skills.
Bravo. Okay, so social networking destroys our social communication. Yes, what else?
Yes, and disrupt our relationship with families.
Bravo. It can disrupt or destroy our relationships with our families and our friends. Type. Other than these effects that are mentioned in the text, you, Dala, what do you think some of the dire effects, bad effects, negative effects of social networking are? What are some of the effects of social networking other than the ones mentioned in the text? Yalla ya Dala.
Yes.
Just give me one.
Privacy invention.
Privacy issues, you mean?
Yes.
It might cause privacy issues. Thank you, ya Dala. طيب, let me move to Dima. So,
Yes, Miss Amira.
Okay, what is one dire effect of social networking on teenagers other than the ones mentioned in the text?
It may decrease the family time, the quality time, even though they are together, but emotionally they are not.
Okay, Adima, bravo. Thank you. Let me read some of the answers I received in the chat box. Huda said it might cause mental health problems. Bravo. Farah said cyberbullying or privacy risks. Dima said it reduces family quality time emotionally, even though they are physically together. True. They are physically together, but actually they are not together because each one of the family member is actually busy using his or her phone. Rimas reduces the creativity. Bravo, Lynn. It can lead to privacy concerns and over dependence. Bravo, Yalim. Because teenagers nowadays over depend on social media and social networking. Layla said cyberbullying, misinformation. Ala said cyberbullying emotional desensitization. What? Desensitization? What do you mean, ya Ala? What is emotional desensitization?
Desensitization.
Yeah, what do you mean? Can you explain it to us, please?
Means becoming less sensitive or like less emotionally affected by something after you feed it
To become less sensitive and to become less emotionally affected by something. Bravo. Is it something good to be less sensitive?
No.
Oh, bravo. طيب Rama, we said cyberbullying. Layan, make us like how to express emotions. Dima, unexpected risks like talking to strangers. Yara, social isolation. Oh, bravo, ya Sabaya. Let us read my answer. Yalla, ya Rama, we read my answer, please. Sabaya, start writing. So what are some of the dire effects of social networking other than the ones mentioned in the text? Go ahead, ya Rama. تفضلي.
One of the dire effects is that
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Go ahead. Rama?
one of the dire effects is that such teens might build some psychological problems.
Stop.
They
Wait,
might be
wait.
prone.
Wait يا حلوة, wait. طيب, one of the dire negative effects of social networking is that it might lead to some psychological problems. طيب, what are some of these problems? يا Rama, complete.
They might be prone to depression and anxiety since they are cocooned themselves is their own virtual and fake life.
Stop. طيب. So, Sabaya, R here is wrong. Okay, don't write it. Since they cocoon themselves. Don't write R, Sabaya. It's wrong. There is a mistake here. Let me cross it out. Okay. Okay, so let me just tell you about this, ya Sabaya. Do not write. So, one of the dire effects of social media is that it might lead to psychological problems. What are the two psychological problems that are mentioned in my answer and that social networking might lead to? ويلا يا ريماس الضابط. وينك يا ريماس? Where are you? ريماس?
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are the two psychological problems that social networking might lead to?
Depression and anxiety.
Do you agree, Rimas?
Yeah.
Type. Why do you think teens might suffer from depression and anxiety? Actually, the answer is written here. Can you explain it, please?
Read it?
Yes, read it and explain it if you please.
Okay.
Since they cocoon
themselves in their own virtual and fake life.
What's the meaning of cocoon? So, teenagers might be prone to depression and anxiety because they might cocoon themselves in a virtual and fake life. What's cocoon?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, let me help you. You know the butterfly?
Yeah.
Okay, do you know how many stages of life there are for a butterfly? 4, right?
I guess.
Yes. First, it starts as an egg, and then the egg hatches, and then a caterpillar comes out of the egg, and then this caterpillar will cocoon itself. You know what a cocoon is?
Like create.
It is when the caterpillar, okay, it's when the caterpillar surrounds itself with what? Sabaya, do you know? Can you help Primas? So a cocoon is when a caterpillar surrounds itself with some maybe a material or something to protect it. Yes, bravo. To protect it for 21 days or for 22 days, and then at the end it will come out of its cocoon as a what? As a what? As a butterfly. Bravo. طيب, What is being here compared to what? I am comparing teens to what? Yes, Rimas, can you hear me? Rimas? طيب, other than Rimas. فرح مرعي. فرح?
Yes.
Okay, Farah, I am comparing, thank you Rimas حبيبتي. If you have an answer, you can give me your answer يا Rimas. طيب, Farah, I am comparing, we still have 10 minutes. I am comparing what to what here? I am comparing teenagers to what? To cuckoo.
Cocoons.
To a cocoon. A cocoon will avoid or will live its own life, its own virtual life, okay, for 21 or 22 days, and it won't share anything with any other animal. It won't share anything with its surroundings until it becomes a butterfly, right?
Yes, it's like a stage of transformation.
Yes, bravo. It is the third stage actually of a butterfly's life stage. Type. What about teens? What do they do? Why is a teenager here compared to a cocoon?
Because like they have like their personal growth, like they change.
I know that they change, but why is a teenager here compared to a cocoon? A cocoon stays alone for many days. What about teenagers? Do they stay alone as well?
No, they isolate themselves like a
Bravo
cocoon.
ya Dala. They isolate themselves. Very good. They isolate themselves in what? In their what?
Phones.
No, wait here. The answer is written here. Where do they isolate themselves?
Virtual and fake life.
In their virtual and fake life. And what happens when they isolate themselves in their virtual and fake life? They will suffer from what?
They will be shocked later.
Okay, and they will suffer from psychological problems like what? Like what, ya Sabaya? I can't see your answers. Bravo, Yalin. They alienate themselves. They block themselves from the real life. Very good, Yatima. Very good, Yalin. And because they alienate themselves, because they avoid talking to people, because they live in their own virtual and fake life, they will suffer from depression and anxiety. Bravo, ya Sabaya. This might lead to depression and anxiety. Very good. طيب, Aisha, can you please complete answering the question? So what is another dire effect of social networking? They might also be diffident. Aisha?
Yes, Miss Amira.
Yalla read, complete reading.
They might also be different.
No, it's not different. It's not different.
Diffident. Yeah. Diffident.
Okay, diffident.
Since their spoken language becomes weak and their speaking skill turns to be shaking, so they become unable to run any discussions, which shows their weakness in communication.
Okay, طيب. Thank you يا Aisha. I want to move to Layan السبعايون. Layan. Layan. Where are you يا Layan?
Oh, here I am.
Okay. لا مش ليان. Sorry. لين السبعايون. يلا يا لين. طيب. So they might also be diffident since their spoken language becomes weak. So what's the meaning of diffident? Teenagers might be diffident. What's the meaning of diffident?
Diffident is like
means what?
lacking confidence or shy.
Shy, very good. They might become
Like they're
shy.
lacking confidence or
Bravo.
like
They
shy.
might be shy. They might lack self-confidence. And what about their spoken language? What will happen to their spoken language? Yes,
It
Yali.
will decrease.
It will
become weak.
Okay, it will become weak and they won't be able to run what?
Any discussion.
Okay, which shows their weakness and communication. They will be weak in communication. They will be weak in speaking. They will be shaking while speaking. They won't be able to run any discussion and their spoken language will become weak as well. Okay, girls, do you have any questions regarding these dire effects of social networking before I move on?
No.
Okay.
No.
Have you finalized writing, Sabaya?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
طيب, let us move on and let us finalize this before time is over. طيب, I want to move to ليلى الدنان. يلا يا ليلى.
Yes.
طيب, what do you see in front of you يا ليلى?
A chart.
A chart. What do I have in this chart?
Some like headings to a paragraph. To some
Bravo. These are
paragraphs.
main ideas, right?
Yes.
Okay. Am I asking you here to write the main idea or the heading of the paragraph or the paragraph number that suits the main idea?
The paragraph number.
Okay. So it's easier, right?
Yeah.
It's easier than writing the main idea of the paragraph or the heading of the paragraph. Okay, Leila here said try and embrace to talk and express themselves. Bravo, yeah. Leila. طيب, Leila, can you please read the first main idea or the first heading?
Yeah. Causing distractions.
Okay, Sabaya, I want you to refer to your reading book and I want you to find out which paragraph number suits this main idea, which is causing distractions. You know what a distraction means, ya Layla? Can you explain to your
Yeah.
friend? What is a distraction?
A distraction like with being distracted or like not focusing on anything around you except for the thing you're doing.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. طيب, Layla, which paragraph do you think suits this main idea? In which paragraph is the writer talking about how social networking might cause distractions to teenagers? What do you think?
Paragraph 12.
So most of you are saying that it's paragraph 12. طيب, let me check يا صبايا. Bravo Sabaya, bravo ya Layla. So it's paragraph 12. I agree. Layla, why? Can you explain why?
Because in paragraph 12, the writer mentioned that when they have their phones, they don't feel like anything around them except for focusing on the phone. They
Amazing.
mentioned that.
Bravo عليك. Very good. Good. طيب, let me move to the second one. لين كيلين. يلا يلي. يلا يا صبايا. يلا 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 يا صبايا. Wake up يلا.
Yes,
لين.
teacher.
يلا. لين, can you please read the second main idea?
Yes. Diminishing understanding and thoughtfulness.
And thoughtfulness. Diminishing. What's the meaning of diminishing? Diminishing.
Like يعني how I should explain it إنه like تناقص يعني إنه
Does it mean keeping or destroying?
yes this like in decreasing.
Decreasing. Okay, very good. Diminishing, it means decreasing until this is not found anymore, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Ala is saying gradually becoming smaller. Bravo. To diminish means to become smaller gradually. طيب, diminishing understanding. What is diminishing understanding in our days, Yalin? Nowadays? What is
Yes,
diminishing?
like إنه don't understand each other well. lacking يعني yes.
Okay, so what is causing such diminishing of understanding and thoughtfulness? What is leading to that? Is it social networking?
Yes.
Of course, it is social networking. Bravo. Which paragraph might suit this main idea? In which
Yes,
paragraph is the writer talking about diminishing understanding and thoughtfulness?
paragraph 7.
Paragraph 7. طيب, let us check out يا صبايا. Is it paragraph 7 or 6 يا لين?
6.
هلا, some of you said 6 or some of you said 7. I want you to refer to paragraph 6 يا لين. So why does this main idea suit paragraph 6? What is paragraph 6 mainly talking about?
Should I read it?
No.
Paragraph 6?
No. Read it silently and tell me why does paragraph 6 suit this main idea? What is paragraph 6 mainly talking about?
Yes, since the inception of social media, like إنه how إنه communication and dropped dramatically.
So do you think that this main idea suits paragraph 6?
Yes.
Because since the inception of social media, what has happened to understanding and thoughtfulness?
Like in communication.
Yeah, they have started what? Understanding and thoughtfulness have started to
Decrease, yes.
to decrease or to diminish. Very good. يلا يا نور نور السعودي. نور.
Yes, teacher.
يلا, the last one please. Conveying inauthentic.
Conveying enthusiastic
No. Inauthentic.
authentic expression of feelings